Jordan Love and the Washington football team taking on Tom Brady and the San Francisco 49ers.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington football team. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
At the 40-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Love from the gun on third down. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Down at the 41.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
It's a gain.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Working out of the gun. Love. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What, you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm saying, go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal is there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down, and then continue on downfield, try and get a touchdown.
I like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long effort.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
from the gun on third down. Love able to complete this to Shenault. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Second quarter down from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Down at the 11-yard
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Brady, and it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give to Henry. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 27. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Aaron Donald able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he finds McLaurin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown, Brown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's caught outright, Amendola. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
48-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady over the middle. It's Amendola. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They'll roll him out right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Love. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again, Love. He finds his running back, Hyde. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Love now to pass on 1st down. He dumps it to Hyde. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we come upon halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
49ers 3.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season, as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit, as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Michael Kendricks.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got Snead. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Henry, the ball.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On the carry. Aaron Donald on the stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down, Love. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, your 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And some room to work. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darren Waller, 28 yards. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? Right. It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Derrick Henry, 26 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at Jerome Carroll. We're pretty darn good.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the 1st half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the 1st half, it gets ugly in the 2nd half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Flush to his right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Connection made with Shenault. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Washington.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is